Good morning, Lincoln Charter School, fourth grade. This is Mr. Way. We are back. It's Thursday morning with Mr. Way's Math Facts. I told you yesterday we were going to start with two-digit by two-digit multiplication today, and we're going to go over two problems today. We're going to use the dinosaur head because I know a lot of you are comfortable with that. But if you use the dinosaur head, you're going to need like two different colored pencils or pens or even a crayon, just so you don't confuse yourself or get things mixed up. So with that being said, we're going to jump right in to the two-digit by two-digit multiplication. Like I said, we're going to go slow. So if you need to rewatch the video, you can. And subscribe to the channel, share the videos with your friends, and let's get to work. This morning, we're going to start with the first problem, which is 67 times 22. Now, when we're doing two-digit multiplication, we have the 67, we have 22. We want to start with the 2 in the ones place. That's going to be the first number we multiply by, the 2 that's in the ones place. So we're going to draw our dinosaur head around this 2. So I'm going to use my first color, which is going to be green, and I'll draw that dinosaur head. So just like we've been doing before, we have our dinosaur head. It's here. We have to take 2 times 7, which is 14. We'll put our 4 down and we'll carry our 1. So we're going to do that. Step 1. So like this, it's 2 times 7 is 14. We put our 4 down, we carry the 1. And just like we did with single digit, we have to take the 2 times the 6. 2 times 6 is 12, plus 1 equals 13. We'll put our 13 down, which gives us 134. Now, this is where the tricky part comes in, because you have to draw a second dinosaur head, because you have to multiply both numbers, both 2's, by 67. So I'm going to draw my second dinosaur head. And you can see that I'm going to show you the second dinosaur head. I know this dinosaur head helps a lot of people, so we're going to use the dinosaur head. So we have a green. Now we have an orange dinosaur head. So we have to do the same. The steps are exactly the same for the second number. We start in the ones place. It's 2 times 7 equals 14. We'll put our 4 down, except this time we'll put our 4 underneath this 2. Everything lines up. So we'll put our 4 underneath this 2, and we'll still carry our 1. So I'm going to do that, and you can follow along. Now, you can see here, I took this 2 times 7 equals 14, because it's the 2 in the tens place. that's where we start at. So we're going to put our 4 under the tens place. So it's here. 2 times 7 is 14. I put my 4 down and I carried the 1, but what I did is crossed out the first one so you don't get confused and add both ones. So you're only adding 1, but this was the 1 from the first 2. So it's 2 times 7 equals 14. We carry the 1. 2 times 6 is 12 plus 1 is 13. So we'll put our 13 down, again, giving us an answer of 134. But you have to look and see how we place it, and then you add. So now you can see it's all about the placement of the letters. Here we go right here. We have our 134. Our 4 is in the tens. Our 3 is in the what would be in the hundreds, and the 1 is out here in the thousands place, because when we move over each number in multiplication, our problem moves over also. So you have to make sure we leave that space. All right, and then you just want to add. You see our addition sign right here? We just want to add. And then we add those together, giving us a final number of 1,474. So 67 times 22, the final answer would be 1,474. Now leave this up for a couple seconds so y'all can see how I did it, and then we'll move on to problem number 2. The second one's going to get a little bit more complicated because the numbers will be a little higher. All right, we're going to move on to problem number 2. Problem number 2 is 72 times 43. I'm going to draw my first dinosaur head like I did the first time. So here it is. We got 72 times 43. And we're going to start the same way with taking the 3 times 2, which gives us 6. We're going to write that down. 3 times 2 gives us 6. Then in step number 2, just like we did all the last couple of weeks, with the 2 digit by 1 digit, we have to take the 3 times 7. So 3 times 7 is 21. We'll put our 21 down. Now to give us an answer of 216. So right now, your paper should look like this. Your paper should look like mine. I'm going to draw my second dinosaur head. So you can see how I do that. I'm drawing a dinosaur head for the 4 in the tens place, and then we will multiply the same way. I'm going to use orange again so the colors don't confuse you. So now you can see my second dinosaur head. And we have to start the same way. We're going to take 4 times 2, which gives us 8. We'll put our 8 down. And remember, you see, because I'm started with the 4, it's in the tens place. My answer also starts in the tens place. One thing about multiplication is you have to make sure your numbers line up or it gets very confusing. So it's 4 times 2 equals 8, which leaves one number left. We have to take 4 times 7, which gives us 28, and we'll write our 28 down here, which gives us a final answer of 288. Then again, of course, you see we have our addition sign out here. So now we're just adding 216 plus 288. So we get a final answer of 3,096. Because when you see 6, this empty space, you can add a 0 here, or you can just leave it as an empty space. But 6 plus 0 is 6. 1 plus 8 is 9. Now, 2 plus 8 equals 10. You put your 0 down, you carry the 1. So it's 1 plus 2 equals 3, giving us a final answer of 3,096. So 72 times 43 is 3,096. And this is Mr. Way's Math Facts for Thursday. Tomorrow we will start a new worksheet. Watch this over if you need to. And we're going to go right into our worksheet tomorrow. And I hope this helps. Share it with your friends, with your classmates, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you. See you tomorrow.